Gymnasium on the campus of Wilby High School in Waterbury, Connecticut. Welcome to this DETSportsmedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball here on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Good evening, Mitch Beck along with Gabriel Humphrey, as we're about to bring you the Wilby Wildcats and the Crosby Bulldogs on what should be an outstanding basketball game. Crosby currently is 6-3, and the Wilby Wildcats are struggling. They're at 1-7. They're coached by Alan Piccolo, and the legend Nick Augelli is behind the bench for the Crosby Bulldogs. The starters for the Wilby Wildcats will be Deshaun Wilson, and he is number 15. Raekwon James, number 22. Jonathan Matthias is number 23. Jeremiah Tripp, number 11. And Andreas Urena is number 3 for the home Wildcats. For the visiting Crosby Bulldogs, Justin Davis, number 1, is going to be in the backcourt. Number 12, Tyler Spears. Number 20, Ramel Reed. Number 32, Marquise Days. And the star of the team, number 0, Kerwin Prince, who's got a real good chance of going to a D1 college basketball program. Kerwin is averaging 24.4 points per game and 13.7 rebounds per game. Justin Davis has 4.1 assists. Tyler Spears 3.7. And Marquise Days, who will be playing today, is averaging just about a block per game. Our referee today is Dan Tamaro, and our umpire is Ryan Wodarski. And we're having the introductions now for both teams. We will have the national anthem for you, and then we'll have CIAC Boys Varsity Basketball here from DETSportsmedia.com. So glad you could join us on a Wednesday night here in Waterbury, Connecticut. Just to give you a little bit more background here, Crosby has scored 741 points so far this year and allowed 634. Wilby has scored 386 and given up 563. Against common opponents, Crosby is 4-2. Wilby is 1-5. The Crosby Bulldogs entered the game having won 2 of their last 4. They're 2-2. They lost to WCA 95-75, which we carried for you. And we'll get back to this information for you in just a moment. But first, the national anthem here on DETSportsmedia.com. And we are about to get underway here. As I was telling you, Crosby has split their last 4 games. They lost to WCA, which we carried here on DETSportsmedia.com, 95-75. They lost to Sacred Heart, 82-54. And they defeated Holy Cross, 86-70, and Kennedy, 85-66. Wilby has lost their last 4. They lost to WCA 82-42, which we carried here on on DETSportsMedia.com. They lost to Kennedy 80-58, lost to Holy Cross 85-37, and they lost to Naugatuck 63-47. Two teams gathered around their respective benches. Alan Piccolo with the Wilby Wildcats and Nick Augelli with the Crosby Bulldogs. Bulldogs making their way to center. Marquise Days is going to take the jump for Crosby. Jonathan Matthias is going to jump it up for Wilby. Dan Tamaro turns it up. And already we're underway. A nice shot. It's blocked, and a rebound and a foul. Just 6 seconds into the game, Kerwin Prince is going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot 2 shots. Foul called by Ryan Wodarski. As we told you, Prince is averaging 24.4 a game. Gets the bounce off the rim, off the backboard and in, and we've got our first point on the board. Prince shoots a second, hits both. And 6 seconds in, Wilby trails. Andreas Urena brings it up. He throws up a shot from three-point land. That hits the rim and in and out. And knocked out of bounds by Matthias. Oh, it wasn't knocked out of bounds by Matthias. Sure looked like it was. Urena throws it in. Urena looking to make some space as they run their play. Nice give and go. And a nice shot as it goes in for Deshaun Wilson. We'll be playing a zone defense, a 1-3-1. Looking to stop the outside shot. Ball's thrown wide. Nice play to keep it in. And whipped around to Kerwin Prince. And a nice spin move goes up and under. And he's fouled. Great play by Justin Davis, who had to jump and just lean the other way and threw it all the way back to the point to Ramel Reed to keep the play alive. He got it to Prince, and Prince is shooting free throws. Hits the first. And coming into the game for Wilby is number 25, Anthony Abraham. Deshaun Wilson goes and takes a seat. 3-2. Prince shoots. Goes in and out. And that's rebounded by Matthias. He gives it up to Urena. And Urena brings it into the forecourt, challenged by Tyler Spears. Swung around to Abraham. Abraham gets it to Matthias. He and Prince go one-on-one. Prince reaches and gets called for the foul. That's his first. Prince takes a seat. Coming in is Jonathan Rivera for the Bulldogs. Raekwon James going to throw it in. Throws it into the backcourt to Urena. And he comes up against Spears. Spears and Abraham. Abraham has it. Looks for an outlet and finds it. Jeremiah Tripp. Ball goes down low and pops in and out. And a real nice play by Ramel Reed to set it up. And up down the court is Tyler Spears, who gets the bucket. 5-2. And Raekwon James brings it into the forecourt, has a double team and throws it away on a 2-on-1. Coming back is Spears, and he's got his second bucket of the game. And he picks that pass off, pulls up for another one, and misses, but Raekwon James has it. He throws it up to Matthias, gets the layup. And we have a foul, and we have a timeout. And it's 7-4 with exactly 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Once again, glad to have you along. Gabriel Humphrey, Mitch Beck with you here on the campus of Wilby High School in Waterbury, Connecticut. The George Torado Court in the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. Nice job by the Wilby cheerleaders, keeping the fans entertained tonight. Don't let the Wilby 1-7 record fool you. This is a team that competes. They try. They give you a lot. They're in a learning mode, trying to play together, get some things going. Don't have a lot of seniors on the roster. They're a pretty young team. They will be a team to reckon with in the next year or two as these guys get more experience in playing against some of these tougher teams. Crosby, on the other hand, is almost entirely seniors. Kerwin Prince is a senior. And Reed is a senior. Marquise Days is a senior. I think Justin Davis is the only junior on the team. And they swing it around to Spears. Spears slings it around to Davis, who slings up a three and hits it. And it's just like that. It's 10-4. Raekwon James brings it up. He goes into the corner and is double teamed. And the ball is spun around to Urena, who's open. Pulls up for a shot. Looked like it got an arm on him, but didn't. And I think that hit Raekwon James. It did. And it will go over to Crosby. 5:34 remaining with a 10-4 score. Kerwin Prince is going to throw it in. Justin Davis will bring it up the court. He's met by a 2-1-2 defense this time. Spears throws up a three, and he hits it. It's 13-4. Raekwon James advances into the forecourt, looks for some help and gets it from Abraham. Abraham swings it around to Matthias. Matthias swings it around, and a shot is thrown up and hit by Jeremiah Tripp. 13-6. Just over 5 to go in the first quarter. Spun around to Ramel Reed. Kicks it out to Spears, who pulls up for another three and hits. This Crosby team can pretty much hit from anywhere on the court. They're really solid roster, up and down. Abraham with a good play. Kicks it out to Tripp. He throws up a three and gets nothing but net. 16-9. They're going to need Jeremiah Tripp to start hitting those and keep hitting those. Davis pulls up for a three. That goes in and out, and Tripp's got it. Breaks out 3-on-1. Nice pass to Raekwon James, who gets the layup. 16-11. Davis swings it around to Spears. Spears goes over the top to Reed. Reed goes back over to to Spears, and he gets the reverse. And it goes 18-11. Here comes Raekwon James up. He's met by Reed, the double team, and thrown out to Matthias. Nice movement to get the ball to Tripp. He goes off the glass, and it's 18-13. Wilby's going to have a couple of guys checking in momentarily. We'll get you those names as soon as they stand up. Kerwin Prince with a nice spin move, loses the ball, and picked up and given to Urena. It was Matthias who got it. Abraham lost the handle, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. That's Marquise Days who's going to get called for that one. He's going to shoot two, Will Abraham. 3:40 left in the first quarter, 18-13. Is the score. Abraham composes himself, takes a couple of dribbles, sets, shoots, and gets the bounce off the glass. Make it a 4-point game. Matthias checks out. Coming in is Sharif Ballou. Stands next to Prince. Abraham shoots his second, and that one comes into the hands of Kerwin Prince. Moved up to Reed. Prince, Spears for three, and that one goes off the glass. Prince gets the rebound. That one comes up short, gets his own rebound, throws it up and in, and that'll count, and he'll go to the line again, and he'll be shooting. That's the third time now heading to the line. Score is 20-14. Checking in is Zahariah Shelton. Abraham checks out. Young man had a good start to this game for him. Prince sets and shoots. And it's a three-point play, 21-14. Full court pressure here from Crosby. And a violation. Ballou was unable to get the ball in bounds. Pressure from Crosby. And quickly thrown into Prince. Prince gets fouled. And will go to the line again. That's 4 times in less than 5 minutes that he's gone to the line. I think Prince is definitely D1 bound. One of the best players we've seen this season. He hits the free throw. Checking in for Crosby is Jordan Santos. Reed goes to take a seat, get some rest. With an 8-point Crosby lead, Prince shoots and hits the next one. And it's 24-14. We're back to a 10-point difference. Tripp gives it up to Urena. And Urena and Davis double team. And this is Spears. Gives it to Prince. And not only does he make the shot, he's going to head to the line again. This young man is something else. It's 25-14, largest differential of the game. He shoots and makes it. It's 26-14, a 12-point lead. Ballou gets it in. 4-man press. Slows down Wilby. And now they had 3-on-1. Urena throws up a 3 and hits it. Boy, did that Wilby team need that. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Matthias is going to check back in. Ball thrown over the top to Davis. Davis throws it back out to Spears. He pulls up for another 3 and buries it. 29-17. Tripp has a little difficulty getting it to Ballou. Spears almost steals it from James. Another 3 from Tripp that's partially blocked. And Crosby looking to run. Davis brings it up the court with speed. Goes through the middle, dumps it to Kerwin Prince, who goes off the glass and in. 31-17. Raekwon James gets it to Urena. He loses the handle. And Spears knocks it out of his hand, going up for the layup and missed. And off James and out of bounds. Jordan Santos had the layup and just missed it. 2:10 left in the first quarter, a 31-17 difference. Davis goes to take a seat. Checking in is Jonathan Rivera. And that was the shortest rest ever. Jonathan Davis comes back in. And checking out is Santos. I think Nick Orgelli isn't thrilled that he missed that very easy layup, uncontested. He's eyeing him as he goes to sit down. This is Nick Orgelli's 50th year coaching in Waterbury High School basketball. Legend over at Crosby. The gym is named after him there. And another turnover. And Crosby's got it. They bring it into the forecourt. Davis. And that can't be handled by Rivera, and it goes out of bounds. Checking back in is Ramel Reed. Tyler Spears goes and takes a seat, gets a well-deserved break. Full court pressure. Jonathan Tripp gets it to Urena. They go back over the top. He was straddling the line. Raekwon James goes up top to Tripp. Tripp throws it in the corner. Urena tries to get some distance. Gives it to Matthias. Back to Urena. He throws it up and gets it. Nice play. 31-19 with a minute and 34 to go in the first quarter. Kerwin Prince is going to check back in. Reed's got it. Spears has it in the corner. Oh, excuse me, that was Marquise Days. My bad. Jonathan Davis goes around the baseline, and he steps out for a turnover. Checking in is Devin Espino. Checking out is Sharif Ballou. That wasn't Matthias. That was Espino that was going to check in. And Urena loses the handle and turns it over. With 1:18 left in the first quarter, Justin Davis will take it and throw it in. They start all over at the top. Davis gets it back and shoots a three and hits it. It was nothing but net on that one, 34-19. We had 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. Raekwon James throws it into the corner. The Trip tried to force it into Espino, didn't work. Kerwin Prince was there, giving up to Justin Davis. He gets the basket, and it's 38-19. Urena at the half court. And Espino's got it. Kerwin Prince cuts off that pass. Matthias trips and falls. And they're not going to say anything in terms of the trip. He just lost it out of bounds. And a turnover. Tyler Spears checks back in. Taking a seat is Rivera. Also, Tripp takes a seat. Matthias back in the game. Prince has it and surveys it, goes across the top to Spears, back to Davis, back over to Prince, into the corner to Reed. He pulls up and hits the rim. And rebounded by Matthias, gets it to Urena. Urena at the top of the circle. Looks to make some moves on Davis. Gets it up to Espino, guarded by Reed. Ballou gives it off to Matthias, and he took steps. So another turnover with 9.3 seconds left in the first quarter. 36-19. Davis with the clock ticking. 5 seconds to go. Kicked out to Davis, throws it up for three and hits just as the clock expires. Wow, 39-19 at the end of one. That was some shot under pressure for Justin Davis. A 20-point bulge after one here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium on the campus of Wilby High School. Now you'll be entertained by the Wilby cheerleaders. Nice job. Both teams discussing what they want to do in this second quarter. Obviously, Nick Ogelli has got to be pleased with the way his team is playing, except for a couple of mistakes here and there that really haven't cost him anything. Missing a layup, and I think there's only one other turnover. Wilby's got a lot of work to do. Been a little bit careless with the ball at times. But they are, like I said before in the pregame, they do give you an effort. They play all 32 minutes. Raekwon James. That's the ball from Urena. James crosses into the forecourt, goes between the legs, and kicks it out to Abraham. Abraham moves. Looks for some help. Gives it to Matthias. Matthias and Prince going one-on-one. Nice move. Matthias pulls up. Air ball. Abraham gets it blocked. And a turnover. Here comes Prince into the forecourt with some speed. Throws the alley-oop, but it doesn't work. And Ballou comes away with it. It's a good effort. Raekwon James throws it into the corner to Matthias. Surveys the territory and a turnover. And a nice play by Urena to get it back. Kicked for a three. And that rolls off the rim. Abraham is there, and he's fouled. And he will go to the line and shoot two. Oh, no, they're not going to have him shooting. Pointed to it like he was going to, but Ball is out under the basket. James swings it around to Matthias. Matthias swinging it around to Tripp. Back to Matthias with Prince guarding him. Swung to Abraham. Abraham gets it down low to Tripp. He pulls up for three, and that's an air ball. Nice job, pulled away. It was Matthias. Justin Davis, I thought he got nothing but ball. But it looks like they called a foul on it. And the ball will be inbounded under the basket. Matthias is going to throw it in. Wilby sets up their inbound play. Smack of the ball, gets him loose. Raekwon James has it. And Tripp has it. He's guarded by Spears. Matthias has it up high. Reed goes for the pickoff, doesn't work. Matthias has it, goes strong to the hoop. Goes off the glass and makes it. Brought up with speed, Spears. And dumped outside to Reed. Reed goes hard to the hoop. Puts it off the glass, it doesn't go. And Reed had stepped out of bounds and then came back in and make a play. And so it's a turnover to Wilby. 39-21 with 6:28 to go in the first half. Tripp is looking for somebody to give it to, and there's a turnover. And Spears puts it right in. That's what I meant earlier about careless errors that wound up in the basket for Wilby. And that would have been another one. 41-21 with 6:27 to go in the first half. Wilby is regrouped. Alan Piccolo talks to his boys, trying to get them motivated to keep going in this. And Ballou will start off. He gives it off to Tripp. Tripp is met by Reed at the half-court line. He's looking to find somebody, gets it off to Abraham. Abraham pushes off a Prince, tries to get himself some space. Raekwon James has it. He and Justin Davis doing battle. Raekwon tries to go to the hoop, and he's fouled. Oh, but they're saying he wasn't fouled. Gabe, I'm having one of those games. Looked like a foul to me, but apparently went off his chest and out of bounds. Davis goes strong to the hoop. Abraham gets the ball and gives it up to James, and they go back the other way. Tripp looking for some room. He throws up a wild shot that we're going to call a jump ball. And the possession arrow favoring Crosby. So they get it. Justin Davis brings it up the court. Jordan Santos threw it into him. Santos has the ball, looks underneath to Reed. He finds the cutter, Spears. And he's going to go to the line and shoot. 5:37 remaining in the first half. Foul on Jonathan Matthias, the junior forward. And Spears takes a shot, nothing but net. Ballou checks out. And coming back into the game is Deshaun Wilson. He's 6-foot junior from here in Waterbury. Spears shooting his second now. It's up and doesn't get it. And Raekwon James brings it up. Tries to go 1-on-3, throws it outside to Tripp, who throws a three that doesn't go. Here comes Spears, looks underneath. And a nice play there by Wilson to break up the pass that was heading Kerwin Prince's way. Checking in for Wilby is Andreas Urena back in the game. Raekwon James takes a seat. And we have a foul. 42-21 with 5:22 left in the first half. Looks like that one will be on Matthias. Justin Davis called over to his bench, get some instruction. And they don't get it. Abraham has it, finds Urena. And Urena comes to the top and backs out. They set up a play, looking for help. Thrown down low to Matthias. Matthias reverses, finds a nice shot in there when he found Deshaun Wilson, but he just missed it. It's a nice play to get him free, though. Here comes Spears with speed, and he's going to get called. Charging. 4:53 left in the first half. Coming back into the game, Spears takes a seat. Jonathan Rivera back in the contest. Matthias is going to throw it in. The full court pressure is on. And that one's thrown in and taken down by Jeremiah Tripp. Matthias. The centerman playing up top. Ball swung around. Sean Wilson gives it back to Urena. Urena just can't find anybody open. Ball thrown into Matthias, and we have a whistle. Looks like that's going to get called on Jordan Santos. Alan Piccolo calling out instruction. Thrown across the top. That one was a dangerous play, but Matthias comes down with it. Thrown way up top to Abraham. Abraham gives it up to Wilson. Wilson back out to Matthias. Swung around nicely to Jeremiah Tripp. He moves with speed to the net, and he's fouled. That one's going to be called on Justin Davis with 4:12 remaining. 42-21. And Jeremiah Tripp is going to shoot baskets, free throws. Actually, free throws that he hopes to convert into baskets. Right, Gabe? Yeah. Gabe's telling me I'm not a complete moron. I'm like a 75% moron. Ramel Reed goes and takes a seat. Marquise Days back in the game. He hits the first. And the second. Good job. 42-23 with 4:10 to go here in the first half. On top down now to Prince. Prince and Abraham working together. Three men on top of Prince. And a foul. I think that they got Wilson, I think, on that one. It was kind of tough to see. Could have been anyone. There was three of them on him. And Prince front rims that one. And coming back in the game is Ballou. And Wilson goes and takes a seat. I think he's got foul trouble. I think that's his third. Prince shoots second, and he puts it in. 43-23. Nobody there to help. Urena makes a nice play to take the high pass and keep under control. Ball swung around. Nice move to the basket, and it goes. Zaharia Shelton, who had just checked in with a bucket. Crosby operating. Prince throws it down low, and that's broken up. And Ballou gets rid of it and gives it up to Shelton. He loses control of it, and it goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to Crosby. Gina Nesta's going to check in for the first time. And Spears comes back in. Santos takes a seat. as does Jonathan Rivera. Nick Augelli, because of the big lead, allowing everybody to get some playing time today. Nice move to Spears. Spears throws it up. He wasn't fouled, but he gets the second one. And Marquise Days puts it away. 45-25 with 3:10 to go in the first half. Urena. He gives it up to Shelton. Shelton swings it around to Tripp. Tripp calling a play. Shelton out wide. Goes to the hoop. Goes off of Kerwin Prince. And will stay with the home green and white. Looking for some help. Thrown out to Shelton out wide. That was a dangerous pass, but able to be kept in by Urena. Nice pass in, but taken away by Justin Davis. He comes up with speed, pulls up for the jump, and gets his own rebound, and it goes. 47-25 with 2:25 left in the first half. Urena. Swung around to Shelton. Shelton standing in three-point land and throws it away. Spears. Spears misses the runner. And here comes Urena. Urena throws it up. Doesn't get the ball in the net. And neither does Shelton. And rebounded and brought up by Crosby. Davis with a nice move between the legs. Marquise Days. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line. Foul called on Ballou. Coming back in is Matthias and Espino. Abraham and Shelton take a seat. Gene Nesta goes and takes a rest for Crosby. Back into the game is Reed. And the second one's made. 49-25 with 1:45 left in the first half. Urena finds Espino. Espino gave up the dribbles looking for some help. And that ball is knocked away. And this is going to be Prince. And he makes the shot and is fouled by Espino. It's going to be a three-point play or an opportunity for one. (51-25) with 1:32 left. And Prince at the line, sets himself and shoots, and it's a three-point play. Checking in is Raekwon James. Checking out is Urena. Pressure from Crosby, but they back off. Jeremiah Tripp and Davis go one-on-one. Swung out wide to Ballou. Reed on him. Taken away by Spears, who dunks it! 54-25 with 1:10 to go. And Spears gets called for traveling. Spears ran all the way back and still crushed the ball out of his hands. Somebody needs to come back. And Reed is the one who does. Davis pulls up for a three and buries it. 57-25 with under a minute to go now in the first half. It's been all Crosby. Raekwon James looks for some help, gives it up. Prince went to make a play but lost control. And a foul on Ballou. And the scoreboard isn't working correctly in terms of keeping track of the fouls. So I believe that they're in the bonus at least by now. So with 48 seconds left a 57-25 margin. Prince goes back to the line and hits the first. Tripp goes to take a seat. Urena back in the game. Prince is going to shoot the second. Giancarlos Rivera checks in. And the second one's missed, rebounded by Ballou, but he's surrounded. He's able to get it to Raekwon James, who comes up with speed, and he just runs out of control and gets called for the charge. 41.3 left. We'll have all the halftime stats for you in soon after when we come back from halftime. Spears goes hard to the middle and makes the easy layup with 33 to go. 60-25. Big first half for Crosby. And Reed breaks it up, but it hits Giancarlos Rivera in the hands, goes out of bounds, and another turnover with 17 seconds left in the first half. 60-25. Davis will set up for the last shot. Goes between his legs several times and moves closer with 5 seconds. Reed bounces it in low. Days goes for the rebound of his own shot. Prince gets it, and that'll count as the first half comes to a close. And our score at halftime, the visiting Crosby Bulldogs 62, the home Wilby Wildcats 25. Stay close for this DETSportsMedia.com broadcast of CIAC Boys Varsity Basketball from downtown Waterbury. This is Mitch Beck, and we will be back soon. Stick around. And we're back for the second half. This DETSportsMedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball here from the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium on the campus of Wilby High School. Mitch Beck, Gabe Humphrey here, bringing you the sights and sounds. All right, let's give you some statistics. For Wilby, Deshaun Wilson has 3 fouls and 2 points. Anthony Abraham has 1 point. Sharif Ballou has 2 fouls. Anthony Abraham has 1 foul, no points. Devin Esposito has a foul. Raekwon James has 2 points and a foul. Jonathan Matthias has 2 fouls and 4 points. 2 fouls for Zaharias Shelton, and he's got a bucket. And Jeremiah Tripp is the only one in serious foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls and 9 points. Andres Urena has 5 points. Looking across the way at the Crosby Bulldogs, Kerwin Prince has 2 fouls and 20 points. Justin Davis, 16 points and a foul. Jordan Santos has a foul. Tyler Spears has 22 points in the first half and just 1 foul. Marquise Days has 4 points and a foul. So nobody really dealing with foul trouble, and you wouldn't expect them with a 62-25 lead that nobody's going to be in foul trouble for the Bulldogs. Wilby gets us underway in the second half. Raekwon James gives it to Urena. He pulls up for a 3, hits the rim, and rebounded by Prince, who brings it into the forecourt. Justin Davis, double team, throw it into Prince, and he buries the bucket. And that's now 64-25. Raekwon James brings it into the forecourt. 2-1-2 zone for Crosby. Kicked out to Urena. Can't get a hand on it. Ballou threw it away. And Crosby will come back at him again. Davis throws it all the way across to Reed. Reed brings it across the half-court line, gives it up to Spears, who's just been on fire. Davis swings it around, and that's Days. He pulls up for the jump shot and hits it. 66-25. Like we've said before, it's not a question of work ethic. Nice basket there for Wilby. Zaharias Shelton makes it his third and fourth points of the game. Like I said, it's not a matter of Wilby's not having an effort. They are. They're giving a good effort. Just making some careless mistakes and learning because they're a young team. So Crosby scores, and Wilby has it again. Tossed across the top to Urena, given back inside, outside to Matthias. He shoots a three. That hits the rim. And back to Crosby. Rebounded by Days. He gives it to Prince. Back to Days. Goes straight through and gets the layup. 70-27. Raekwon James now. Thrown up top to Urena. Urena back up top to James. James looks to Matthias. Ball is forced inbounds. And it goes off Marquise Days and will stay with the Wildcats. Matthias is going to throw it in. That's thrown up top into the backcourt to Raekwon James. And he stands out looking for help. Urena goes by Reed. Goes by Davis, throws up an air ball. Here comes Tyler Spears. Goes up and over and puts in another one. 72-27. Jonathan Matthias works his way through, gets the layup. 72-29 is where we stand here at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium on the George Torado court. Shot goes up. Kerwin Prince has it knocked out of his hands. Coming into the game for the first time, Luis Rodriguez. Urena goes and takes a seat. Thrown to Spears, to Reed. He goes by James, throws one up, gets it knocked out of his hands, recovers it, and gives it to Kerwin Prince. Prince pulls out to the three-point area, throws it down low to Reed. For Prince for the give and go. Really nicely done. Prince goes off the glass and gets the bucket. 5:01 now left in the third. And that one is kicked by Tyler Spears. Wildcat ball. Raekwon James looks at Crosby in the 2-1-2 zone. Thrown up top. And another giveaway. And here comes a jam. Oh, and he misses it. Spears laughing as he comes back. He tried the dunk and didn't get it. And we have a foul. And Jonathan Matthias will go to the line, and he'll shoot two. 74-29 with 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. Matthias misses the first. Shoots the second. Goes off the rim. And that's rebounded by Marquise Days, given to Kerwin Prince. Brings it into the forecourt, thrown into the corner to Justin Davis. Makes his way in, gives it to Prince. And he gets the layup. Nicely done. This is a very, very good Crosby roster. Don't let the 6-3 record fool you. This is a good team. Spears gets the layup. 78-29. And that one's kicked. Coming into the game, Jonathan Rivera. Tyler Spears goes and takes a seat. Shelton goes and takes a rest. Sharif Ballou comes into the game for Wilby. Luis Rodriguez at the point. Nicely done through the legs of Davis to Raekwon James over to the Jonathan Matthias. He does a nice spin move, works his way through, and gets the bucket. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Jonathan Rivera leads his Crosby Bulldogs into the forecourt. Justin Davis spins it around to Reed. Nice job playing the 1-3-1 for Wilby. Not making it easy, but thrown down low to Davis, or to Days, who finishes. 80-31. Urena's going to check back into the game. And they bring it back up top. And a nice move by Rodriguez. He gets the runner, but goes off the rim. Days spins it around. Move nicely. Justin Davis pulls up for the three and buries it. 83-31. And with that one, Nick Ogelli is going to empty his bench. I think we've seen the end of the, in this one, of the 5 starters for Crosby. And a good play. Checking in for Crosby, Jose Suarez. And Gene Inesta. Alex Batista. Andre Pierre. And Jonathan Rivera. Rivera has it at the top. Spun around to Suarez. Long one for Rivera. That one goes off the rim. And rebounded by Suarez. Thrown back down low. And thrown away. But it hit Ballou's arm. And stays with Crosby. Rivera has it. And thrown off to Suarez. Suarez nicely dribbles through them. Through the legs. And dumped back down low by Batista. Going hard to the hoop is Inesta, and he's fouled by Matthias. And he'll shoot 2. 83-31 with 1:46 left in the third quarter. 52-point margin. And he hits the first. Nice rainbow by Gene Inesta. Got nothing but net. Yet Yem De Jesus checks in. Rodriguez checks out. And the second one, no good. Rebounded by Arena with 1:40 left in the third quarter. Arena setting things up. De Jesus swings it around to Arena. Nothing there. De Jesus tries the other side. And a good move going to the hoop. Does he get the continuation? They should give it to him at this point. And they're not going to give it to him. It's been that kind of a day. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Matthias for 3. That doesn't go. And coming back the other way strong. That was Rivera. Rivera's got it back. That ball is short. Taken by Arena. And he brings it into the forecourt. Matthias all alone for a 3, and it doesn't go. Rebounded by Batista. And set up court to Suarez. Rivera gives it up to Inesta. Inesta back to Suarez. Less than a minute to go. Nice pick. And a strong move to the net by Andre Pierre, and he gets the bucket with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. De Jesus gives it to Matthias, and that one's given away. Rivera throws it all the way up, and a nice effort there by Jose Suarez to keep it in, but it doesn't work. He was too deep under the basket. And Espino checks in, as does Zaharias Shelton. Checking out is Matthias and Ballou. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The end of three, it is the visiting Crosby Bulldogs 86, the home Wilby Wildcats 31. And we'll be entertained by the Wilby cheerleaders again. Nice job by the young ladies. Nice round of applause from the Wilby Wildcats supporters here in the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. I almost said museum. Tell you, it's one of those days. All right, here we go in the fourth quarter. Crosby playing their bench, trying to get them some experience. You know, and nice drive, but a travel on Suarez. The good thing about this for Coach Nick Augelli, he gets his bench some playing time. You never know when some of this experience will actually add up and come to the advantage of Crosby later in the season in a tight game when they need somebody. Wilby working the ball around. Abraham, he throws it away. Was trying to get it up to Raekwon James, didn't work. Anesta's going to throw it in. He'll give it up to Jonathan Rivera, who's a 6-foot freshman. Giving up to Suarez, he shoots. That's rebounded by Raekwon James. Goes right by Rivera. Gives it off to Espino, who hits the bucket, 86-33. Less than a minute gone by in the fourth quarter, but it just seems a lot longer that we've had a lot more action. And it hasn't even hit a minute yet. That's good. Alex Batista throws it in. Suarez has got it. And that's picked off by Espino, who read the play the whole way, takes the layup, and puts it in. Suarez is manned by Urena. Rivera and Raekwon James. And going strong to the hoop is Alex Batista, who's fouled. Batista will throw it in. Watch Andre Pierre. Long shot from outside. And there's Pierre, just like we said, with the reverse. And he missed. There's Urena now. He pulls up for the jumper. No good. Nice play by Espino to keep it in. Abraham gets it. He throws it up. And Espino, I thought that clearly went off of Espino, but apparently the referee or the umpire, Ryan Wadarski, disagreed. So we'll stay with Wilby. Kick back out to Raekwon James. Urena with a long three, gets the rim, and it's rebounded by Batista. Brought up the court by Suarez. Back to Batista. Swung into the corner. That's an air ball. And they're going to say that Andre Pierre stepped on the line, and the ball will be turned over to the Wilby Wildcats. 5:50 left, and an 86-35 score. Kicked out to Urena. Urena gets it down low, and there's a foul. Andre Pierre is going to be called for that one. Deshaun Wilson goes to the line. Deshaun makes the first. Shoots the second. That one's no good. Run into the forecourt, and a nice play getting it to Alex Batista, who puts it in off the glass. 88-36. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Swung down low. Deshaun Wilson, he has that ball stuffed and gets it back. Throws up a three. That's no good. Anesta brings it into the forecourt, goes coast to coast, gets the rebound, and makes it good. And that's 90-36 with 5:01 left. Alan Piccolo has seen enough, calls timeout. And he will discuss things. Is it a sign that I'm getting old that just watching somebody do that makes me dizzy? And she does it again. Very nice job. And I need a break now. My head's spinning. See, Gabriel's a young boy over here. You're going to get to this age too someday. You watch somebody flip like that, and suddenly you're like, whoa. Feel like you've been on a roller coaster for half an hour. You're watching a DETSportsMedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball here from Wilby High School. It's the Crosby Bulldogs and the Wilby Wildcats. Mitch Beck, Gabe Humphrey here. And Wilby will bring it up with just under 5 minutes to go. Urena kicks it out to Spino, goes across the top. That one's picked off. And Rivera has it. He comes back 1-on-2, still takes the shot, and rebounded by Anesta, and he loses the ball. Espino goes behind the back. Nice move to avoid the block, and gets it. That's Matthias who got the rebound and put it in. 90-38, 4:25 to go. And we have another foul with Batista going strong to the hoop. He's going to shoot two. You'll be able to watch this broadcast on Channel 16 here in Waterbury on Waterbury Cable, as well as on YouTube. Batista shoots the next, and it just hangs there for a moment. And there to get the rebound was Zacharias Shelton. Urena gives it to Raekwon James, and back to Urena. Thrown out to Matthias, and another turnover. Here comes Batista. He pulls up for the shot, And that one's rebounded by Abraham. Raekwon James bringing it up. Looks for some help and finds it in Matthias. Going across the top to Arena. Raekwon James now has it. Swung back out to Arena. Nice move, but that's blocked with authority by Gina Nesta. Rivera has it. Swings it up top to Nesta. Nesta goes hard to the hoop. And he draws a foul. 3:28 remaining in regulation. That call is against Jonathan Rivera, the freshman. Suarez is a junior. Gina Nesta is a senior. Pierre is a sophomore. And Batista is a junior. Hits the next. Making it 91-38. Luis Rodriguez, he's a freshman. He checks in. Matthias swings it around. Thrown hard to Arena. He tries to go drive baseline. Thrown out, and a nice bucket there for Zaharia Shelton. He's a senior. Held up top by Nesta, brought down low to Pierre. Trapped in the corner, and a nice play. Swung all the way around, and a good play. Gina Nesta puts the bucket in, 93-40 with 2:41 to go. Rodriguez has it. Swings it around to Arena and back. Tried to force that one. And it hits Nesta's leg and goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Wildcats. Arena's under the net. They stack it up. Get it out to Matthias. And back to Rodriguez. And that ball's kicked. And will stay on the side. Coming back in is Yetyem De Jesus. And Rodriguez will take a seat. De Jesus is a freshman. He's got some skill. Abraham pulls up for a shot. That's an air ball, but it's rebounded and missed by Shelton. And Rivera is able to keep control of it and loses it in the forecourt. And brought back by De Jesus. 2 minutes exactly left in regulation. Urena almost lost it. But given back to Jesus. Jesus tries to force one to Abraham. He gets it to him. And that one's thrown up off the glass lazily, I think. But Matthias goes strong to the hoop, and he gets a foul. That young man does not stop. And you like that. You want to see that. The junior forward has been very solid today. He'll go to the line and shoot two. He misses the first. Espino checks in, as does Rodriguez. Makes the next. And Matthias is done for the game. He'll sit, so we have Espino, we have Abraham. We have Ballou. And that shot goes wildly. Nope. That one goes off Rodriguez out of bounds. So John Carlos Rivera is in the game, along with Rodriguez, Espino, Abraham, and Ballou. There's a three from Rivera, hits the rim. And nice play. Kept in bounds by Batista. Going to the hoop and giving it up. Nice spin move by Batista. Doesn't get the roll, but get the ball back. And he didn't even realize he had it almost. And he loses it to Espino, who goes straight up the middle, misses a shot, and is able to wrestle the ball away from Batista. 1 minute left in regulation. 93-41. Espino pulls up for a shot. That hits the back of the rim. Thrown down low. That's forced. And turned over to Crosby. John Anesta has it with 35 seconds left in the game. And Suarez has it with 30 left. And it looks to me like Crosby called a timeout. Abraham checks out. He's done for the game. I guess they elected not to take the timeout. And there's another foul. That one was on Rodriguez. With 27.4 to go. Ball thrown in. Rivera lost it momentarily, but he has it with 23 to go. Pierre sets a pick, and there's a give and go, but he loses the handle. And it goes out of bounds with 14.5 to go. Espino's going to throw it in. And DeJesus has it. A three thrown up, and that's missed. Rebounded by Espino. That doesn't go. It's just been that kind of a day. And Rivera with a second left, and that will do it. Your final score, the visiting Crosby Bulldogs 93, the home Wilby Wildcats 41. Well, we want to thank you for joining us on this DETSportsMedia.com production of CIAC Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball here on Channel 16 and YouTube. Mitch Beck, Gabe Humphreys with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a very pleasant evening.